Recognize Senator Murkowski.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for the opportunity to have a conversation here with some folks on labor policies. I like the hearing title, Diagnosing the Issues and Exploring the Current Proposals. So we've heard several members here talk about current proposals that they have out there. I think that that's good, but I think it's always good to make sure that the proposals that we have are in response to really a fair diagnosis of the issues. And so my questions are probably going to be a little bit more general. I'm going to start with you, Mr. O'Brien. Thank you for being here today. I just have to say for the record, we really appreciate working with Gary Dixon up north. He's doing a good job for Teamsters 959 up there. So know that you're well represented up there. But we're hearing some concerns about how we as a state really move forward with embracing the opportunities that we have in front of us, whether it's resource development or whether it is just continuing on the initiatives that we've been working on for so long. But our challenges are pretty basic. It's workforce. When you're in a smaller state, when you're a rural state, you got challenges there, right? It's more than basic. I go in and meet with our labor unions, and I'm prepared to be talking about things like the PRO Act, and we end up talking about child care. The challenges, the difficulty of getting a CDL in rural areas where they don't have the training programs. You've got to go to Anchorage or somewhere else, and it's literally a disqualifier for some of these things. So one of the things that we have, I think, done well in Alaska is tried to be collaborative when it comes to, for instance, the workforce development and training. We've had good, strong partnerships when we're looking specifically to our oil and gas industry. We have a pipeline training center there in Fairbanks that is a facility that has brought together leaders from construction, from oil and gas, from Teamsters. We got our laborers there, plumbers and pipe fitters, operating engineers, IBEW, got everybody. It's not this territorial, this is ours, this is yours, this is the broader Alaska community. So I'll just put a general question to you, Mr. O'Brien, as to any ideas that you might have as to how we incentivize more of these joint training collaborations between industry and labor groups. I think we're doing a good job in Alaska, but how do we replicate that in other areas?
Well, I think as a nation, we would agree that collaboration is important to actually effectuate change. And regardless if we agree or disagree on something, collaboration has to be the key to get programs like you're talking about in Alaska implemented in other states that may need them. We need to be committed equally on both sides to make investments in workforce training that can supplement some of these well-needed training facilities that you describe in Alaska. We need to make investments in CDL training so that we can qualify people that may lose a job because of AI or the implementation of technology. But we also, to support a lot of these programs, I think we need to have conversations with the people that are designing and implementing technologies that may eliminate jobs, that there's a mechanism to require them to fund job training in other industries so that we can transition those people that are affected by the implementation of technology or AI to transition to other careers where they can sustain a middle-class living and provide for their families. So I think accountability is important, collaboration, having conversation, and having a direction to take care of the American workforce in situations like that.
You got any good ideas on how we might address the child care issue, which is keeping good folks from participating?
Well, I think you can see why it's important.
I want to make sure that it's understood how important.
It's extremely important.
It's not something that we generally talk about when we're talking about labor issues, and yet if you can't get
I think what's important about childcare is I think we recognize my generation. My dad was working 15 hours, 12, 15 hours a day in a middle-class job, which allowed my mother to stay home so there weren't childcare issues. I think we've got to find a way, and I think the Faster Labor Contracts Act, which would mandate a quicker resolution to a collective bargaining agreement that would provide higher wages and better benefits, would be part of a solution to a problem that would not require two incomes in a home or two parents to be working. So that could be a solution to the child care issue as well.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.